Drive, dine, and dream. You can do it all in the 2026 Quantum LC19. Just an easy to drive machine, under 21 feet long, 7 feet, 10 inches wide. That means you can park this baby just about anywhere. Dine inside or out. It is your LC19. Great little area inside this U-shaped dinette, multi-purpose area. We'll show you how it works, and dream. Dream about all the places you want to go. Stay for a while. Seatbelts for 4, sleeping for 3 in a motorhome of this size. You betcha. We're going to head inside and show you sleeping position number 1. So I mentioned sleeping for 3, right? I know, you're thinking, in a vehicle under 21 feet, come on, Steve, that's crazy talk. Nope. That's what I love about a Class C, is this over cab bunk. 800-pound capacity up here. You have a vent fan, and what's really cool, this is where I would choose to sleep, because that 13,500 BTU AC units right here, you can take and adjust that and get that nice cold air dump up here. Oh, so comfortable. You have USB charging ports, 110s, cup holders, roller shades, everything you need for a nice, comfortable sleep. Even a privacy curtain that pulls across on each side. One here, one down there, and climbing up and down is actually really easy. This ladder stores right behind the driver's seat, collapses really easy, and stores right back here. Now, you may be thinking, okay, what else? What else does the bunk have to offer? Well, how about a TV? Right here. Smart TV, so all you have to do is turn your phone into a hotspot, and guess what? Stream all your favorite shows. You also have a digital TV antenna up top, line guard, Air 360, so that will pull in all the stations no matter where you happen to be camping. Also ports if you want to hook up a video game console or whatever it is, you can do that right from here. Going to move this out of the way because it won't be long before we hop in at the driver's seat. Great drive. And as I'm standing here, I'm looking at a number of controls, so let's talk about our controls. Over here, controls for your tankless hot water. This is awesome to have on board, so you're gonna get, when you're connected to camp, hot water for your shower, for your sink, and there are a number of safety protections built in as well, which is a really nice feature, such as skull protection. And if it senses a fault, it will shut off the propane. Great suburban water heater. These are controls for the vent fan and the light. In the wet bath, you know what, while we're here, let's just open and show you the wet bath while we're in wet bath mode. This is wonderful to have on board. So step inside and welcome to the throne room. Plenty of headroom in here. I'm in my fancy socks. So that means the Department of Transportation puts me standing flat foot, 6 foot 1/2 inch, and you can see I have plenty of headroom in here. I can move around. Your shower's on a wand, so you don't have to sit down to shower in this wet bath. And I'm telling you what, we're at a park today. I guarantee you this bathroom going to be cleaner and more well equipped than any campground out there, because it's yours. You have legroom here. This is going to be a foot flush toilet. We'll show you how to drain your tanks when you head outside, but again, a nice wet bath. Your sink is here. Large medicine cabinet back here, so you can store all of the essentials in here. Really nice in a motorhome of this size to have a fully featured bathroom. And if you would like ventilation in here, all you have to do is pull the shower curtain around. You don't have to shut that door, and it will keep everything nice and dry for you, and then you'll still get that airflow in here. But again, you have a vent fan back here as well. So let's talk about more controls. Up top, our control panel. You can start and stop the generator from here when you are plugged into shore power if there is a fault. You know what I like to call that? Janky juice. This is a 30 amp coach. That fault will show up right here. You can check all of your tank levels from here. Your propane, your battery, your fresh water, your black tank, and your gray tank. This is prepped for tank heaters. If you'd like to do cool weather camping, you can do that. One, you can add tank heaters, and the way we build this, between the insulation in the walls and the fiberglass, everything is vacuum bonded and laminated. You are gonna get nice insulation in here to keep you either warm on those cool days or to keep that cold air in on those hot days like today. You're also gonna turn your water pump on right from here. Moving down, 110s. Right here, we have controls for lights, awnings, lights for your cargo bays, your 12-volt battery disconnect switch, and this is just a quick start for your auto gen start. We're gonna go over that when we go outside and talk about the generator. That's awesome. Runs on whatever fuel source you would like. Propane or gas right off the tank. We'll show you how to switch that, but for your auto gen start, all you have to do is press that button on your way out, and then it will be dialed in for you. That's gonna take us right over here to the kitchen. Everything you need. We have a flip-up countertop extension right here. You have the rollout, you have the pull down. All the directions are here. Nice amount of counter space right here. This flips up. 2-burner gas cooktop right here. Anything you wanna make, you can do here or up here in your microwave, convection microwave. You have an air fry button on here and a dehydration button. Learn to use that. Maybe you're gonna make some dehydrated snacks for those long hikes out at the park. That would be a pretty awesome idea, right? And then you can keep everything cold in this 12-volt fridge. This is massive. Freezer up top, temperature control is right there, and then your temperature control is right there, but a lot of storage space in here for you, and that's more dairy than one person should have, right? Luckily, you have a nice bathroom on board. Notice I have plenty of headroom in here, 80 inches of ceiling height, so you can move around. No slide on here. What you see is what you get. Even a closet, just like this. Fill it up with all your favorite Thor Motor Coach merchandise, and away you go. More storage in the back if you're thinking, oh, that's not enough storage. Okay, yeah, so we have storage down here. We have storage here, storage here, storage here, and then up top, we have this completely loaded. We have everything you could ask for an on-location photo shoot. Backpacks, cleaning gear, cameras, drones, lunch bags full of water and snacks. So everything you could want to bring with you stores right there. And then it's time to have a seat. Oh, look at this. So seat belts for 4 in here. So you're going to have 2 up front. You're going to have seat belts back here as well for the ride. Plenty of room back here. Have a meal, play a game, get some work done, use your LC19 however it suits you best. And then when it's time to sleep, if you have not claimed the over-the-cab bunk and somebody else has, you can sleep right back here. Real easy to make into a bed. We're going to do that for you right now. So you take and you pull the top of the table off, and then you take and unscrew the leg, twist it out. And what's really cool is this stores right back here, more storage behind the seats. There's a little clamp for it that clamps in, and away you go. Now you could use it just like this if you just want to kick back, you don't want the table, you just want to sit here, maybe you have the TV out, you're watching TV and you are just relaxing. Maybe you're reading a book, there are push button lights there. Roller blinds as well, you have roller blinds here, roller blinds on each side, and then you have a privacy shade that goes up front, so when you are sleeping at night, you can close all those off, keep the sun out, whatever it is you want to do. The sun's kind of hot on my neck today, so I'm just going to keep that closed for this. And so while you're sitting back here, now that the sun is not creating a glare on your device, you have outlets right here, whether it be a 12 volt, maybe you have a CPAP machine, there's a 110. You also have USB A and C, USB A and C over there, 110. Controls for your furnace, everything you could need back here. Cup holders, a little shelf, perfect, right? And then down below, your fuse box is gonna be right here. So if you blow a 12 volt or a circuit breaker, real easy to get to. Let's make this into a bed. All you do is take that tabletop that we moved, you put that in place, you take your cushions, you move those over, just like that. Now we have a bed. More storage over there. Can I fit? You know I can fit. Yes, I can fit just like this. So you can sleep 2 here. Somebody's in the over-the-cab bunk. Really a great way to camp. And one of the things I really like about this is, let's just again hit on the size of this. On the Ford chassis, 20 feet, 5 inches in length. That means you can park it just about anywhere. Want to fit it into a normal spot? You can do that. It's easy to drive, yet peppy and powerful. So let's head up front and grab that steering wheel. All right, so we fire that up, we blast the AC. That feels so good, but we need to turn it off for this. So this is going to be built on a Ford E350 chassis. This is going to give you a V8, a nice 7.3 liter kicking out 325 horse, 450 pound-feet of torque. So this is a 138-inch wheelbase, and you're going to have a 40-gallon fuel tank. Your GVWR is going to be 11,500. But if you want things a little different, you can option in a Chevy. So here's what that Chevy is going to get you. It's going to get you a Chevy V8. It's going to be a 6.6 liter. That's 401 horse, 464 pound-feet of torque. That's a 139-inch wheelbase, a 32-gallon fuel tank, but you're going to have a higher GVWR of 12,300 pounds, so you may get a little more towing out of that, and your length is 6 inches longer at 20 feet, 11 inches. But no matter what way you want to go, it's going to be an easy drive, and all the features you need are right there. Auto headlights, cruise control, the thumb pad up here, maintenance reminders, trip meters, all the essentials to keep an eye on your LC19. 6-speed transmission with a tow haul mode and a manual mode. HVAC controls are here. USB-C, USB-A, hazard lights, traction control, inverted plug. This is the plug if you would like to use the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto on your touchscreen here. So this has everything you need: Sirius XM satellite radio, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth, all the goodies. And speaking of goodies, you're going to have this great little app download. So what you're going to want to do is download the AGS app. And when you do, you will unleash the power of that 4,000 watt generator. So again, it runs off of propane, it runs off of gas. We're just going to scan that right here. So we're in Android. Bam! Goes right to the Play Store. There it is. Auto generator control. And you open that, and then it's going to ask you to type in the code. So you type in your codes, and then all your generator controls can be done right from here. You can set your quiet time. What voltage do you want it to start at? What are the parameters you want it to run at? Temperature, volts, all of the generator goodies built right into that app. So make sure you download that, and you turn it off, you put it in park, and because there's no slide wall, you're almost set up. All you have to do is plug in, connect, maybe throw out some chairs, put out that awning to enjoy the time outside, and that's what we're going to do right now. So we pulled into our favorite county park, pulled right into a regular spot. Now we can get out and enjoy the day. Maybe we're going to hit a hiking trail. Maybe we're going to go over there and hit the lake. Maybe it's frisbee golf. That's the great thing about a motorhome of this size. You can take it anywhere, do anything you'd like to do, and know that it is solid, and you're going to come back to a nice solid home. Chassis upfit by Morai. This has the true flat floor foundation, so we use steel I-beams. We build the home on top of the frame rails. That means you get a rock solid foundation, just a nice durable build all the way around, from the way we laminate our walls, our roof, our floor, and then we attach this awning that is going to go out with the press of a button, and you are going to be enjoying some shade. There's a light underneath. It's just a great, easy, simple setup. Let's open our first bay. Twist, pull down, and look at that. This is a rotocast material, so that means no mold, no mildew, no bay stink. Easy to clean, easy to wash out after the trip. Just twist, lock, grab that key, lock that up before you go. Fresh water connection is right here. 110s are right here. Your generator needs to be on for that, or make sure you're plugged into shore power. Another little storage bay here, right here. Pass-through storage bay. You weren't expecting that on this motorhome. You're thinking, there's not going to be a lot of outdoor exterior storage, right? It's such a tiny unit. Have plenty of it right there. Look at that. There's our 30 amp shore power cord. So longer items, skis, fishing poles, whatever you need. So let's say you're at the park like we are. I'll be honest, it's hot out today. We're getting a little sweaty. When we go inside, we would like that air conditioner to be on. Well, you can do that right here with our 4,000 watt generator. So this is going to be a flex power generator, meaning it runs off of gas or propane. You choose the fuel source. There's a little handle over here. Propane in the front, gas in the back. You can start and stop it from here. You got to prime it though. And then there's even a pull handle back here if you would like to pull start it, just like you would, you know, lawnmower, snow blower, any of that sort of stuff. So you have that nice option of having a generator on here, and then you just lock that back right into place. 8,000-pound hitch right here. Make sure you're doing the math before you tow and go. GCWR minus your GVW. Again, on the Chevy chassis, you're going to get just a little bit more towing. Your 4-pin connector and your 7-pin connector are right there. One-piece fiberglass upper cap. Steel bumper, that's always a plus. And then over on this side, this is the other storage bay that leads all the way through. Propane is right here. That needs to be on for your heat and your hot water. Fuel, if there is cable at the park, you want to watch cable on the TV, you can plug in there. Plug in your power right to here, 30-amp shore power cord. City water is here, and this is your tank flush. Have some exhausts over here. This is going to be the exhaust for your Suburban furnace, and this is the exhaust for your Suburban water heater. When they are running, both of those will get hot. That's what's nice about having all your connections over here on the business end. When you're over there enjoying just whatever it is, all the hotness will stay over here. All the heat, no one's gonna get burned. Then right here, this is, look at that, easy setup, right? Hook up your potty python, pull your termination handles just like that, or hook it up, and you can even lock it if you're worried about that type of thing at the campground. We get right back up front, driver door, courtesy lights, E350, a good look, nice, compact. Can you believe that? We're actually parked in a regular spot at the park. How cool is that? But you want to do more than just go to the park, right? You want to discover the world. So go ahead and build your own Quantum LC19 and get that MSRP right now at thormotorcoach.com.